Good morning, everybody. I hope you have your beverage of choice, and wait till you see what I'm doing with today's card. I'm so excited. I created the one, but then I thought, so I put a little twist on it today. Actually, you're going to get to see 3 cards, the one I created, plus I'm going to do 2 while I'm on. So 3 cards, hey Marie, for the price of 1. But they all use the same layout, and I want to show you how you can take a simple layout, change your paper, and change the look totally. So, hey Linda. So, some cute ideas for you today. I'm excited about them because I just started with it, and it was like when I was putting all the pieces together, I went, well, this is going to be so cute, so cute. And I got a couple of ideas to share with you so that you can, like I said, take this layout and change it. Now, I will tell you, I did a Christmas card and I did a winter card, but you could very easily make it, hey Jenny, a fall card, a Thanksgiving card. So lots of ideas. I want to get your creative juices flowing. The reason behind today's card was, I don't know about you, but I have designer's pattern paper. For those of you who aren't Stampin' Up! People, you may not know that it's called, we call it DSP. Hey Sharon, but it's actually pattern paper. If you have one that you really don't like, hey Janice, the pattern of the paper, this is a way to use that paper. Sometimes I can flip it over and one side's better than the other, and usually if I don't like one side, I like the other, but every once in a while it doesn't happen that way. But this is a way to use that paper that you're not real fond of. It's either too busy, it's not your colors, or whatever, and make it work for you so that you're not, so to speak, wasting your pattern paper. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want to waste a little smidgen of it. I mean, I save all my strips and everything, so I'm always looking for ways to use them. Hey Marty. So this is one of those cards that I think will be a good layout that you can use over and over again. The dimensions will be published or posted after the video, so don't worry about, oh thanks Marty, I appreciate that. Don't worry about knowing what the dimensions and all are. It'll be posted afterwards, so then you can go and make your own cards. And I think, I'm not positive, but I think you can post it on the page and share it with us. We'd all love to see. And don't feel you have to use Stampin' Up! Supplies. I mean, we all have them. I'll admit there are certain things that I use that are not Stampin' Up! Just because I like them better. I'll be honest with you, one of them is the Whisper White, now basic white paper. I have a white paper that I like better. I like a very smooth surface on it. I get it off of Amazon for about $20 for 250 sheets. So it's a lot cheaper, but I use it because, thanks Linda, I appreciate you guys sharing. I use it because I like the texture. I was watching another demonstrator. That's fine, Marty. And she compared the basic white to the Whisper White to the white she uses. She does not use Stampin' Up! White. Oh, I didn't call up my thing on my iPad, and it was getting ready to go dark on me. Hey, Peggy. She doesn't use the Whisper White either. She uses a different one from what I use. I like the texture of mine, but she was talking about how the Whisper White and the basic white is not a white white. It has an ivory undertone, and she likes a bright white. And that's the paper that I get, is called a bright white. And I do love it. It's not a heavy paper, but I use it for my card bases, and I've never had any issues with it. But when you pay 20 bucks for 250 sheets, that's like a penny a sheet. So, I mean, when I A perfect example is my last class, which the peach class that had the fancy folds. Hey, Betty Ann, I went through 6 or 7 white pieces of white trying to get this one fold exactly right. Well, if you use Stampin' Up's Whisper White, it's like 25 cents a sheet. That's a lot of money to throw down the drain. 1 penny, not a big deal, you know? So that's what I use it for. And then I use it for my card bases. And like I said, I've never had any issue with it being too flimsy and my card's not standing. If it does, you know, add some layers, because when I add the layers, that usually makes it a little bit firmer. But I've never had an issue, and I've never had anybody say there's a problem with it. But mine is more texture because I like that smooth surface. Have you guys made your orders and gotten your supplies from Celebration? There's some cute things out there. I have been stocking up on the penguin paper. I want to do a class, an online class for it. I'll do it in person also, because it'll be my class that I do online and in person. And I want to be able to offer as many kits as possible. And if you can't make the class, there are recordings that you can see. I'm behind on my recordings. Sorry, Betty Ann. And I'm behind on my tutorials. You get a PDF tutorial. I'm behind on that. I've had a lot going on. I'm still dealing with, Betty Ann, just so you know, I ordered, good morning, Joan. I finally ordered the expressions in ink so we can do the retreat for that. I have it ordered. It should be, I ordered it the other day and it's shipped already. So it'll be here so we can finally get that one done. Betty Ann's been kind enough to wait while I had another customer in Maryland who wanted the suite, and it's been discontinued, not discontinued, but back ordered and unorderable. So it was like, it's been forever. The retreat was supposed to be, I think, in June. Here it is, August. So, hey, Trudy. But it's finally on its way here so we can get that one scheduled. But anyway, getting back to the penguins, I want to do an online class. And I just think, oh, from Virginia. Yay, Trudy. You and Linda are from Virginia. So, oh, bummer. Well, I got another month, so I'm crossing my fingers on that one. We'll see. I may have to change it up. But that's my goal anyway, and I wanted to have the paper so that if people wanted to take it, they could. I will be using the cute little penguin stamp set and die. So, oh, Trudy. Well, good, Linda. Thanks for telling her about me and inviting her in. All right, ladies, I hope you have your beverage of choice so you can sit back and relax and see my cards today. I'm going to take one more sip and then I'm moving it over behind me because we all know I have had issues with knocking things over and I ruined a project, so I don't want that to happen in my life. Good tea. And we'll get started. And I have to tell you, I'm going to apologize. If you don't like or you get dizzy, close your eyes as I do my flipping. And, oh, I turned it the wrong way. Oh, she moved to Florida. Oh, bummer. I know what that's like. So is Linda a demonstrator, or is she just a friend that got you started with it? I'm always curious as to how. For me, my sister got me started with it. A lady in her neighborhood was a demonstrator, and I went to her house, and she had a little thing, and the lady came, and I was hooked from day one with this. So I've always been a crafty person anyway. But all right, so there's our card for today. And I am not real fond of this paper. The colors are and it's so busy to me, and I don't like busy things. So I thought this is the perfect layout to do this with. I stamped the dragon from Dragonfly Garden in Memento, and then I don't know if you can tell, I had to kind of close my blinds, but I used almost oh, you're the demo now, okay. I used my Balmy Blue ink pad, and I put it on a block. Okay, so I put it on a block, and then I used an almost empty Wink of Stella, and I picked it up. So there is some glitter, but it's very, very faint on his wings. But I love the look of that. So if you're looking for, because if you've ever looked at dragonfly wings, they do look kind of iridescent, and they aren't exactly clear. They have a tint to them, and I think that blue is perfect. So what I did was I used the Balmy Blue, and then I pulled it way out with the Wink of Stella pen. So save your Wink of Stella pens because they're good for that. All right, so that's the layout we're going with. All right, and I'm going to start off with a Christmas card to show you. Now, how many of you have ordered that Whimsy paper? What's it called? Let me look at it real quick. Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper. This is beautiful paper. It's not your typical Christmas colors, but I love it. And the back side of this is even very pretty, so you could always use either side. But I chose to use this side because, again, it's not a favorite pattern of mine. So it's like, okay, what can I do with it that would help? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to mount it on there. All right. And if those of you who are in my customer group watched my video from the other night, I accidentally ordered Seal Plus refill rather than the Stampin' Seal. So it was like, well, darn. So I was playing with that, and that's on crooked. Okay, let me see. All right, I'm not going to fool with it because this will bend the paper. But if that happens to you, heat it from the back with your heat tool, and it will lift the glue, and you can shift it over. All right, so again, it's a handmade card, so it's not going to be perfect. Okay, and I'm using my card base is Blushing Bride. I'm going to open this because I've got a shadow. Now, the sun has moved. I had a line of light coming through. All right, so I'm going to put this on, and I put this one on flat. I used my panel and lifted it with dimensionals. All right. So here is my panel on. All right. I didn't want to put a panel. Yeah, I bet it would be, Peggy. We unfortunately don't sell the iridescent embossing powder anymore. I still have some, and I still use it, but yes. So I decided to pull out my tree punch, and I'm going to take my tree punch. I'm going to cut this off so I can get in here a little better, and I'm going to punch out a tree. And this one is Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to put the tree right in the middle. I am going to put it up on dimensionals because I wanted to show you, you didn't have to use a panel. You could very easily use an image. I mean, I could have done the dragonfly, but I wanted to hide that paper as much as I could. I mean, there's some patterns in there that's very pretty, but that is not one of my favorites. And the same with this. It's pretty, but it's not a favorite. It's like, So I'm going to put that tree right there in the middle. And you're thinking, well, that is so plain and everything. Well, we're not done. I pulled in two, I think I'm going to use the pink. Now this is Blushing Bride, and this is our new pink, which is polished pink. But once you put it on there, it's far enough away that it's not going to matter. And you know me, I like my bling. So I'm going to put a large one up at the top, and then I'll sprinkle on some small ones and stagger them on there in different spots. Come on, don't stick yet, don't stick. I'm going to move that one up and out a little bit because I want to put one more so I have an odd number. There we go. And so see how that dressed it up? I mean, bling makes everything better. I don't care what anybody says. I also had the silver metallic pearls, but I think the bling is better. I'm partial to the bling, as you know, but I just added the bling. And then to finish it off, it needs sentiment. So I went into the poinsettia petals, I think. I don't know what it's called, but it's the poinsettia set. See, I've got the sun coming back out. Darn. Oh, well, I'm going to leave it because I think it'll be okay. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow because that's the background piece there. And I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas down here at the bottom. Oh, that doesn't look like it's inked up. There we go. That looks a little better. All right. And there you have a very simple, and it's crooked, but it's a handmade card. And if it bothers you, just stamp it on a piece of paper, cut it out, pop it up. But so there's the Christmas version. All right. I'm going to move it over to the side. And look how quick and easy this is. Cut all your paper and you can mass produce this this layout. I couldn't think. All right. Now I said I was going to do a winter card. And I talked the other night about this is the penguin paper that I'm stocking up on. So I decided to use this. And I forgot to cut a piece to go behind here. Oh, darn, darn, darn. I didn't cut any of my pieces. Well, pooh. I'm going to put it on, I think I'm going to use white. So let me cut pieces real quick. Can't believe I didn't do that. I don't know what I was thinking. I think the white will just set it off better than any other color. Yes. All right, so I'm going to add this. This is Fresh Freesia. Thanks, Marty. Thanks, Peggy. I thought so. I thought it was a cute card, and like I said, look how quick that layout went. All right, I'm going to put white behind that also. I must be off in my scoring just a little bit. I got to be aware of that. Sometimes I get going so fast that I don't put my, because I use this, our scoring tool, I don't put it all the way up in the corner. So that's not a good idea. All right, and I'm going to add this on. I'm going to try to make this one straight. There we go. Better. All right, I'm going to add this. And this is another paper that's okay. It just has a lot going on with it. And sometimes it's nice to have something like that. Now, let me cut a piece of paper for this because I forgot to cut that. And I can have it. I've got scrap paper over here I'm working with. Okay. Had to make sure I got the right measurements. Can't believe I forgot that. I guess I was so excited. Thanks, Peggy. I think it's pretty. And this is the back side of this one, which I love. But with what I was doing today, it works better the other way around. And you'll see in a minute. So I'm going to add that to my panel. And then this I'm going to put on with dimensionals. And I'm going to add quite a few of those because you want to make sure your card does not collapse in the mail. All right, and then I'm going to add one in the middle here and one in the middle here. Those machines are really rough on our cards. You know, they squish them as they run through the machine to read them. So that's the reason why you want to add dimensionals so it'll keep it popped up and won't collapse. So when the recipient opens it, it's still popped up. All right, so then this one, and there's no top or bottom, but I like the looks of that one. So that's the way I'm going to put it on. All right, and I just kind of centered it side to side, top to bottom. And now I know I told you the other night, thanks Linda, that I had an idea. The penguin punch. I got it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my feet. And I was looking at something this morning somebody had posted, and it's actually something Stampin' Up! Did. And that's just pumpkin pie. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to close that up yet. I'm going to show you how you can use those feet to have your penguin sitting or standing. The other night in my Facebook Live, I was talking about using this punch with glitter paper and then the belly with the velvet. And this is that velvet paper. So I decided to give it a whirl. All right, now this is glitter paper. So this is going to have to go on with glue dots because it's not going to stick. So I just put one here. Well, maybe that one didn't want to come off. There it comes. I sometimes have to push on it to get it to come off. But I thought this guy would be so cute in glitter and velvet paper. So there he is. Now he needs some eyes. So guess what? You don't have to punch out the eyes. I've seen people do it, punch them out and glue them down. Pull in your matte dots, black dots. And I'm going to put one dot here for his eye and one dot here for his eye. And don't push down till you get it where you want it. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, I just love him, and he's so textural. Ooh, he is just adorable. Now, I saw most of the time when you see this, you see the feet going this way like he's sitting down. All right? But the one I saw today, and I'm going to have to use my glue because I'm going to get my little bottle over at my others. Because it's the glue dot is big and I don't want it too big, so I want a little dot of glue here and a little dot of glue here. All right, let me put this away. I think I need to clean this out. Oh, Google Eyes would be cute, Marty. Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for letting me know. I know it's hard. All right, so I put a little dot on each of those. All right, thanks for letting me know, Joan. And now I'm going to put his feet on like so. And now he's actually standing. I gotta slide it over, it slid on me. Well, this is when it's good to just work on your surface. There's that one. And that one. There. All right, isn't he cute? Oh my gosh. All right, so what did you guys miss? Did you miss seeing his feet? Did you see that part? I can punch one real quick and show you. Working with the camera is a real challenge. All right, so most people you see put the feet on this way, and that has him sitting. This way, he's standing. So you can have your little penguin stand or sit, whichever you prefer. I'm gonna have to get some tape or something and see. Put a line of tape down here, some clear tape, so then I know if I'm down where you can't see it. All right, I'm gonna put him on with dimensionals, and I'm not worried about his feet. I'm gonna stick him down on here, and this, I am in love with this paper and this, I missed it, this punch. I did get the stamp set. The penguins in there are okay. Oh, I got some, oh, it's just fuzz. Whew. I thought I got some stuff on it, so just be aware of that. When you do this, I'm going to put him right in the middle. And then I went to the stamp set. This penguin's okay. I'm not real thrilled with all of this. But, you know, it was a bundle, so I bought the bundle. So now I'm going to take, if I can find it, and from that stamp set, to the coolest friend ever. And I wish this said to the coolest kid ever, because oh my gosh, beak? Oh, I guess you could do a beak, Jenny. So you can watch the replay, Carol. All right, and I'm going to put that right at the bottom, like so. Because I really wished it said to the coolest kid ever. I could use it for my grandkids. So, but there they are. There was my original. There was a Christmas idea, and there's a winter idea. So, taking a piece of paper I'm not real fond of, changing it out, or hiding it with an image. Oh, you got 3 packs of this penguin paper, Betty Ann? I've got the one that I ordered that I use for today, and then 2 other packs, but I think I've got like 1 or 2 more coming, so I'll have a couple of ideas, but I think that's so cute. I'll have to figure out how to do the beak. Let's see if we use a scrap. I'm thinking if we use a corner and cut off the corner. Well, that's not straight. His beak is an odd size. There you go. Of course, now I got to glue it on. Oh, my. See what you did, Jenny? Oh, my goodness. I got to hold this thing and trim it just a little. I know I'm off camera. I'm just trying to pick up this piece of stuff here. Ow! Using reverse tweezers, I have a tendency to push and it opens it up and then it pinches you. All right, I got it. Now, let me add a little bit of glue. Here it is, to the back of this. Okay. All right, time to, oh, that one did fine. All right, now I'm gonna lay this on here. Oh, come on. It's sticking to my finger. Is that better? There is, Jenny, a stamp for beak, but this is the velvet paper. I don't know how it would stamp. That's the thing. There is the beak, but like I said, I don't know how it would stamp since this is the velvet paper. But there he has a beak now. So that was just, I just cut the corner off of a paper and then just played with it. So take a scrap piece of paper and cut the corner off, and it helps if you have the reverse tweezers so that you then can grasp it. But there it is, ladies. What do you think? Oh, thanks for all the thumbs up and the hearts. I love it. But this one is too cute. I like the beak too. I'm glad you suggested it, Jenny. But like I said, since I use the velvet paper, I don't know if it'll stamp on the velvet paper. I can try down here and see. Let me pull out one. Let's find out. I have a feeling because it's fuzzy that it may not. Thanks, Betty Ann. I think it's a great layout also. All right, let me move these up. I'll move back in camera and let's try this. Okay. Yeah, see, it's okay, but it's not the best. Hey, Marie Claude. So that's why I did that. I know I did this in black, but I wanted you to be able to see it. So because it is, and let's see, is it dry? Nah, see, it's not going to dry. So just something to think about. You know, if you're doing it on regular paper, it would be fine. But since I used the velvet paper, it didn't work. So something to remember with the velvet paper, that you really can't stamp on it because it doesn't dry. And that's what I wondered about, if it would be fuzzy and wouldn't dry. But now that I have ink all over, but that's okay. I don't mind getting inky. I love it. So what do you think? Which is your favorite? The dragonfly, the penguin, or the Christmas? And let me know. And then make sure if you try this layout that you share it with us. We all need ideas. It helps to have ideas. I'm constantly looking at other cards and things that people have done, because that's how I get inspired to try things. I don't know if I've seen anybody use the glitter paper and the velvet paper together. Penguins. Oh, everybody likes the penguin. Yay! You could always put this on a another piece of cardstock behind it for it to show up, but you know, it was a spur of the moment idea. So I'm going to get ready and turn this around. So if you get dizzy, close your eyes. Ooh. And then I have to adjust my holder. I wish there was a way to do two holders, because then I could do, I could just switch from one holder to the other, but I don't think there is. I'm going to grab my tea, which is probably cold now. So I am in love with this. Last year it was the snowflakes. This year it's the penguins. And I didn't think I would. I just wish we had this paper in the annual catalog. Having it as part of celebration, I mean, January is when I do a lot of winter cards. So like I said, I've been stocking up on it because I want to do a class, and in the class I would give the DSP as part of the product in there. But I've been thinking about it and coming up with some ideas, and definitely will be the glitter and I'm thinking the paper, the glitter paper and the velvet paper. I don't know if I'll do ribbon or any of that kind of stuff in there, but it's something I'm playing with. But so be looking for that class. I know that next month is Nature's Harvest, and the month after is October. I'm not doing Halloween, because I'm just not fond of the Halloween stuff this year. So just keep that in mind. All right, ladies. Oh, you're quite welcome, Linda. I'm glad you guys stopped in. I'm going to get ready and go. I've got a bunch of cards I've got to get made today. You guys have a great Saturday. Don't forget, Monday night, mystery stamping. I'll repost it, and I will be here this time. I have no granddaughters to get to their moms. So have a great weekend, guys. Stay cool, and join me on Monday night for mystery stamping. Bye.